Know your forecast first.
Sponsored by ESL Federal Credit Union.
What a beautiful sunny Sunday we had. Unfortunately, it doesn't last. Snow showers in the forecast as we get into Monday. I'll time them out for you coming up.
Also ahead, RCSD enters the third phase of its reopening plan tomorrow. We hear from the teachers union about their concerns.
You're going to have to be patient. None of us are happy about it. The bridge just keeps falling apart.
A main artery in the village of Pittsford is getting a makeover, but it's going to take months.
From the team you can trust, this is News 8 at 6.
Good evening and welcome to this web edition of News 8 at 6. Another local bridge is closing for repairs this week, and it will mean a dramatic change for the village of Pittsford. Everyone who travels Route 31 will certainly feel it. The State Street Bridge is expected to be closed up to 6 months. Jack Watson joining us live now in the village for more on all this. Jack, this bridge is expected to close any day now?
That's right, Maureen. It's a $3.5 million project to maintain the bridge behind me, and it's going to take about half a year, and it's going to greatly alter traffic in this area.
We walk here all the time. Wonderful place to walk.
On this cloudless Sunday afternoon, Pittsford resident John Robbins walks his dog along the canal toward the Route 31 or State Street Bridge. For the foreseeable future, the walk will look much different, but Robbins says that's for the better.
It's a necessary evil. It has to be replaced. It's in really bad shape.
For drivers, it'll look much different, too. This is one of the last days they'll be able to travel over the bridge in Pittsford, a two-lane road that takes traffic over the Erie Canal. This week will begin a major rehabilitation for the bridge. State DOT Commissioner Marie-Therese Dominguez says, quote, "This project will extend the bridge's service life for another 30 years and help preserve its contribution to the village's historic district in nearby Schoen Place, one of the most active waterfronts along the Erie Canal."
Route 31 is a major cut-through from Parrington to the city, actually, or Henrietta, or Pittsford Plaza, or Wegmans.
Dennis Jones points out the many traffic issues this closure will cause. His advice as a Pittsford resident, be patient with the changes.
Well, if you cut through Pittsford, learn other ways. It's going to take till summertime. You're going to have to be patient.
Maureen, according to the state DOT, a temporary traffic signal will be placed at the entrance to Schoen Place on Route 96. Boat traffic, we are told, will not be affected by this project. Live in Pittsford, Jack Watson, News 8.
All right, Jack, thank you. The DOT is using multiple detour routes to ease the burden on traffic there. Route 31 will also be accessible right up to the construction site on either side of the bridge. And again, this is a 6-month-long project. A large police presence at this hour in Rochester. They have closed off the area of Evergreen Street in the city. At least one ambulance was on scene but has left. You can see the multitude of police cars on scene. The police department has not yet provided information about exactly what is happening there. We'll keep you posted. Now to the latest on COVID-19. Even as the state makes slow headway getting people vaccinated against COVID-19 and the holiday surge of cases has ended, it's now contending with new strains of the virus. Today, the governor announced the first case of the South African COVID strain has been identified in New York. That case identified in a Long Island resident and verified at the Wadsworth lab in Albany. And while this is the first case of a New York State resident getting this strain, it's the second time the strain has actually popped up in the state. A Connecticut resident was taken to a New York City hospital with the new variant last week. Today, Dr. Anthony Fauci, the chief medical advisor to President Biden, explained why the variants of COVID are so worrisome now.
We really need to keep our guard up because we have variants out there that are circulating that have a greater degree of capability of transmitting from person to person. I refer specifically to the UK variant, the 117 that we talk about. The one thing we don't want to do is to get complacent that it's coming down so sharply that now we're out of the woods, because we are still at a baseline of daily infection that's quite troublesome.
In Monroe County, the average positivity rate is dropping. It is now 2.2%. 126 new cases of the virus reported today. 213 people hospitalized. 58 are in intensive care. The county did not report any new deaths today. More students in the Rochester City School District are going back to school in person this week. Tomorrow begins phase 3 of the school's reopening, meaning grades 7 through 12 that opted for the hybrid model will be in person on Thursday and Friday. Teachers Union President Adam Urbanski says despite a Saturday letter sent out to the school community which said all school buildings would have MERV 13 ventilation filters, he still argues the district simply is not ready for this big an undertaking.
The superintendent's recent reassurance notwithstanding, the district, the Rochester City School District, is not ready for prime time. They are not ready with mitigation. They're not ready with testing. They're not ready with vaccinations.
And we'll have more on the phase 3 reopening for thousands of RCSD students tonight on News 8 at 11. Well, the sun was a welcome sight today after the bitter cold and snow we've been having and all the gray weather. A few people out there today enjoying the sunshine in downtown Rochester. We don't even want to begin to show you how beautiful it was at all our local parks as well. James Gilbert joining us now in studio to give us an update on the sunny weather. Let's hope it lasts through the week.
Maureen, I wish I had that good news for you. I hope you were able to soak in today because it was spectacular. Temperatures hit 32 degrees by the afternoon. That was a trend that we've had pretty much all month long, below average. This is the temperature history going back the 9th. Afternoon highs were all below average and in fact below freezing as well. We're flipping the script. We are going to head into the last part of the month with warmer weather, and we're going to knock away at that snowpack. Amazingly, pretty big snowpack. 16 inches on the ground right now. Of course, temperatures have stayed below freezing. We've had many opportunities for snow, so that's built up that number. Highest we've seen actually in years. About a third of the snow this entire season has come in February. All right, let's get into the work week. A couple of days that I'm watching for some minor impacts tomorrow and Tuesday. We've got some morning snow showers could impact the commute Monday, then another round on Tuesday, but note the temperatures above freezing, so it may fall as snow, but it's going to land and likely melt. So we'll have wet roads. Wet flakes Tuesday. Wednesday, look at that number, 43, probably the warmest of the month. Then we'll cool back down. Satellite and radar showing the cirrus higher level clouds starting to work into western New York. Here's the storm system that we'll deal with tomorrow, not very organized. The low is going to just pass to our north, and we're going to get some warmer air as the storm system approaches. Since it goes to our north, the warmer air to the south is going to intrude across western New York, and we'll see the numbers bounce upward. Mid to upper 30s, 38 I'm going for Monday afternoon with the snow showers that likely change over to a wintry mix in the afternoon. Time it out here with your Futurecast. No issues by midnight. Temperatures actually start to climb a little bit as we get into tomorrow morning. Here it is, 6:30, scattered snow showers, maybe a quick quarter to half inch for your morning commute. Some snow-covered roads, some slick spots, so give yourself a little bit extra time in the morning. But otherwise, we'll see the numbers climb into the mid-30s, and you see behind me a little bit of green. Yeah, with those temperatures in the mid-30s, another frontal boundary moves in by the afternoon as the low passes to our north. That cold front always drags along behind it. That could be a little bit of a wintry mix there, but very minor impacts there. And then we'll wait. Tuesday, surprise, there's the next storm system that I mentioned. Maybe a bit of a better chance to see those wet snowflakes, but again, temperatures at or above freezing really prevents from any significant accumulation. Watch for the slick spots on your Monday morning commute, but usually I don't expect any issues by the afternoon with the warmer temperatures. I mentioned a quick half inch to an inch. That's exactly what this model is saying. Nothing significant for impacts. Just a minor slick spot, I think, tomorrow morning. Bus stop forecast as we return from the long week off for those kids. It's going to feel comfortable. This feels mild when we get back to normal in the mid-30s after we've been in the deep freezer for so long. I mentioned the 43 degrees on Wednesday. That could be even warmer in some spots. And we have more days potentially that we see the 40-degree mark by the end of the weekend and into next week, Maureen.
Yeah, I appreciate a bit of the melt that happened today, too. And that is just beautiful, but it had a practical effect, which was good, too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that trend is going to continue for the next several days.
All right, James, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this web edition of News 8 at 6. We'll see you over on Channel 8 on News 8 at 11. So have a great evening.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and our apps for both news and weather.